Yeah. Well, there you go. Hey, folks, John Duffin here with my man, Shad Levine, superstar, got motivation guru, and we are back with another episode of Deep Diving. Buddy, it is great to have you back and on board.
Yes, sir. Let's get into this, man. I feel like this is like therapeutic for me lately. I don't know about you, but
very much likewise. Listen, folks, it always helps to have people in your stable, in your corner, that make you better. And that's what Chad Levine does for me. And so that on days when I'm not always my best, we'll leave out in this airtight format today the 20 minutes that I needed to begin the recording.
Tell everyone, we have a personal challenge. We're going to try and get this.
Oh, we're going to crush this.
We're going to crush it. We're going to do 10 minutes. Boom.
Look, right, tight, and on point. And folks, the whole deal here, as you know, everyone who's back here for more gets to realize that we get to help each other. Chad and I are both professional coaches, professional speakers, and what we get to do is help our clients by making them stronger business people, think better, speak better, produce more, and hence that's the whole point of the episodes of Deep Diving. So today, what we want to get into right away is the understanding that everyone has value and that everyone knows their worth. So right off the bat, I think about these things where opportunities present themselves, and you may have situations where you realize it's like, wait a minute, that sounds like something I could do. The challenge for you, the challenge for us, is to realize when you hear these situations, it is incumbent upon you to be able to think quickly so that when you're positioning your own values, worth, that it is not a struggle and it comes off freely, organically, and that you are in a position to not make somebody guess what you do, guess how you can help, guess what your work. And really what we will lean into a little bit today is how do you do that without sounding arrogant or desperate or needy? So that's the direction I wanted to head. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Hold that thought.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I apologize. It's kind of funny when you say, "Hey, man, what are your thoughts?" and then you walk out.
Right. So reclaiming my time. I'm
going to tell you, John, this is my thought on it, right?
Okay.
I have trained my mind, and I don't know about you, but when someone asks you about what you do, right, you have a small window of opportunity to tell them in a way that doesn't sound bragocious, ostentatious, obnoxious, but allows them to understand you're good at it, you're credible, and you like it. And why is that important? Here's why it's important. What I've learned is when people see you're passionate about something and you're confident about something, they immediately can connect it with you.
Right.
And that is where being okay with being confident and being comfortable being confident becomes extremely important. Because I'll tell you the truth, what you don't consciously think about is when you go to meet new people or you're in a situation of a larger meeting or an event or a conference, which you attend a lot, in your mind, at some point, you're waiting for someone to open the door to say, "Oh, what do you do?" Right? You're waiting for that moment. You're waiting for it. And that is your elevator pitch, believe it or not.
I love you chose those words. I love that because when you say elevator pitch, I often I want to roll my eyes. And this is why I am really cautious when I am coaching people or when I'm speaking myself to not sound scripted or just to back out. I help people and I save the world by, you know what I mean? And that's what I always remembered was the high pressure Final Jeopardy question, so to speak, that it was like you had to bat out this answer. And to me, one of the things that, I mean, it's fun when people do it, but I like the fact when it occurs, when I hear someone say it, what typically occurs in terms of the right way that you're able to do that is somebody is listening, or that you're demonstrating that you're listening. And to me, that sense of knowing your worth means you know the worth of the specific example and how you can help them. Here's one of my very favorite questions, or I'm sorry, one of my very favorite ways to be able to position that. And it is the simple 3 words, 4 words. Let me give you an example. That's actually 5 words. Let me give you an example. Yeah, I can help you. Let me give you an example.
Well, I want to tell you, John, it's funny you said that, because it draws into your hyper authenticity platform, right? Where you can practice being authentic, right? So I chose the words elevator pitch because when I said it, you understood what I meant, meaning you have a short window of opportunity to confidently present yourself, right? But what I don't want to misconstrue is I don't want it to sound pitchy. I want it to sound authentic, right? So where what I meant in what I was trying to say earlier is that if you script it in a way that is authentic and you understand that you're trying to find a way to present it passionate, energetic, and most of all, motivated about the topic, right? It's going to resonate and come across much better than, hi, I'm from JetBlue Sales. We have the most amazing recliner seats and our tacos are amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and literally people can sense that immediately. So the point I was trying to get at is, and it's funny, our shows will pivot, people. Our shows will pivot. Oh, yeah. We have 3 minutes left, and literally our show pivoted mid-show, right? And
we're still going to nail it.
And we're still going to nail it. But my whole point is be prepared for the opportunity to give your short presentation, but do it in a way that is authentic. And to make sure that happens is to focus on the way you're presenting it and less on what you're actually presenting.
Oh my God. So it's almost like you read my mind. I love that, by the way. That sends chills through me. And this will sound arrogant. That is when you brought up the blueprint. That's the whole thing.
Disclaimer. Arrogance coming. Boop, boop.
You and I both do that, which is, it's like to be so comfortable, not just in yourself and your aura and what have you, but so comfortable in your knowledge of what the hell what you do.
Absolutely.
And just with the blueprint, listen, I over prepare all the time. And so the fact of the matter is, in that over preparing, it is not to rattle off 4 hours of data points. It's that in a perfect world, anything someone says to me that I'm able to synthesize, oh, you mean this. Oh, you mean that. I love that you bring that up in terms of the blueprint, because not everybody needs everything. And you don't want it to sound like, by the way, your clothes up and our tacos are great too. But that's what it feels like, right? When it's done the wrong way. But when it's done the right way, in an engaging sort of, as you said, the elevator pitch that's done in an engaging, conversational, energized fashion is, to me, how you can demonstrate it. And then you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get opportunities.
And I think what you and I always do is add practical advice, right?
Right.
And the most practical way to think about it is to utilize that short period of time to get people attracted. Notice how I brought in the topic. To get people attracted to your magnetism and your energy and your passion for the topic.
Right.
You may not necessarily be the topic that they're interested in. Listen, people do all kinds of things. Sometimes people have, like, you know, I sell mortgages. Do you need a mortgage when you're not buying a home? No. So people will tune me out if they don't need me, but I make sure they don't, because I look at them and say, I'm not just a mortgage salesman. I am a freaking superstar at what I do.
Yeah. So
and that's it. That's it. I can say that and be done.
And be done, because now people will do the homework for you.
Yep.
which is in their mind, which is really what you want. The hyper authenticity part in the blue on my side is that you have so much of energy going that
Mhm.
the other person or people want to help you.
Absolutely.
You don't have to carry all the kettlebells. You know what I mean? And somebody else will pick one up and roll with it, which is really what you want to make your job easier, to make your life easier. And in that regard is when people want to work with you, well, then they'll ride the elevator longer.
Absolutely.
Right?
That and you know what, John?
Hmm.
It's this whole magnetism and energy and fuel and passion. It
Mhm.
all resonates with every aspect of what you do and how you present. And that I think
Mhm.
is our big message today,
Yeah.
which is, if you want to attract a
Mhm.
certain type of energy, you have to give off that energy.
Have to. And
Yeah.
they'll take from you, and you have to be ready. You have
Yep.
to be ready. So the
Yep.
fact of the matter is you can't be creating when you hop in the elevator with the other person. You got to know where the hell you're coming from and seize every opportunity. So, did
Yep.
we do it?
I think we did it. I'm going to say yes.
I know we did. We did great. Oh my God. So well, listen, I can look at the time and tell you the answers we absolutely did. So, folks, be ready, be prepared. And when the moment comes, you won't have to guess or sweat or wonder. You'll be able to, again, seize that moment in the right way that doesn't
Mhm.
sound desperate, that doesn't sound needy, and doesn't sound arrogant. So much so that people want to do business with you. So, as I said, know what the hell you're doing so that you can present it in a way that somebody understands. And with that, my man, whenever you're looking for mortgages, coaching, and I'm laughing, tacos, no, man, my man is a superstar. Chad Levine, it is great that we get to deliver this. We get to deliver these sound bites. It is great that mostly that I get to do it with you. So thank you so much, man, for showing up for me. Peace. John Duffin here. Chad Levine, John Duffin, another episode of Deep Dive, and keep coming back. We will keep driving content through your front door. Have a great rest of the day, folks. Be well. Bye.
That's cool. That Starburst.
There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. Let me tell you.